Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Channel Corner, where we usually try to answer a super quick fire question in 120 seconds, and if we don't do that, we get hit with the dreaded klaxon. But this week, with it being National Apprenticeship Week, we're going to be answering a question about apprentices. So, Olivia, what is the question, please?
Why do you think apprenticeships are important for a company?
Why do we think apprentices and apprenticeships are important for a company? Well, I'm a big advocate of the apprenticeship scheme. I am a former apprentice myself. Back in 1991, I was muddling my way through my A-levels and got offered a chance to join Kingston Communications, now known as KCOM, as an apprentice. And it got me into the workplace, and it got me started on a brilliant career in telecommunications and got me some money in my pocket, which I needed at that time as well. So let's think about breaking this down and why we think they're so important. Firstly, not everybody wants to continue with an academic career. Leaving school and keeping doing academic study is not for everybody. So I think apprentices are a great way to find a halfway house, start to get some practical skills and get into employment, but not continue down that academic path. However, I do know that the apprenticeship scheme has had a massive decline in numbers over the last few years. So I think figures I saw said that something like a 40% reduction over the last decade, which is quite unfortunate, but is also about to go through a major revamp. So I believe there's a reduction in the amount of time. 18 months is the current time, I think, and it's going to go down to 8 months. And I think the government is looking to try and get about 55,000 new apprentices through the workplace in the next 12 months. So that's quite exciting. And let's not forget, if you are a levy fee paying company, you will be paying taxation for training already. So apprentices are part of that levy, and you can actually get access to apprentices through that levy and that taxation. And I think finally, I really think Eclipse has benefited quite greatly from having apprentices in this organisation. We've been able to get people in without too much pressure on them as an individual, and they've been able to decide what they would like to do within the organisation. They've been through a different range of apprentices, whether it's accountancy, whether it's marketing, whether it's technical, or the classic engineering. But it's allowed us to have practical skills for the individual, and also a structured training program behind that. So it's been great. But as we hit the klaxon, that's the end of it. So thanks for watching once again. Bye.